Home field advantage? Who needs it? Welcome to A Fan Divided. I'm Holly Mandillo. And yes, it's unfortunate the American League lost to the National League in the All-Star game, but maybe this means the Red Sox could actually win a World Series at home this year. Even though it wasn't the greatest outcome for the American League, and it wasn't the greatest game either, except for Adrian Gonzalez's home run, it did provide a nice cap to the first half of what has been an incredibly exciting and momentous season. Plus, I haven't gotten to see many Diamondback games, and I gotta say, Chase Field is pretty nice. You know what Fenway Park needs? A pool. We could put it on top of the Monster. Why hasn't anyone thought of this before? We could heat it in October. In addition to the All-Star game, there was so much that happened last week, I don't even know where to start. But let's begin last Saturday, when I became a Derek Jeter fan for about 3 hours. It's hard not to root for a guy who is on the brink of history. It's an incredible accomplishment. 3,000 hits. And then 3,001, 3,002, and 3,003. The man went 5 for 5. He was a triple away from the cycle. It was amazing to watch. When number 3,000 left the bat, you just knew it. I jumped up, started screaming, he did it! He did it! A home run for number 3,000. Way to go, Derek. And you know, what I enjoyed even more than the actual hit was the sportsmanship. It was sports at its best. David Price giving Jeter his moment, stepping off the mound, the other players tipping their caps to him as he rounded the bases, his teammates swarming him at home. And then, some of the Rays, led by Johnny Damon, stepped out of the dugout and applauded the Yankee captain along with the rest of the world. It was truly a sight to see. And then, you have Christian Lopez, the young man in the outfield, just hoping to witness history. And he caught the ball, and then he gave it back without asking for a single thing. He said, Derek earned it, and I'm not the kind of guy that would take that away from him. The world would be a much better place if there were more Christian Lopez's in it. The Red Sox were in first place. It has been an incredible first half of the season, coming back from our 0-6 start. So many highlights. Adrian Gonzalez, best trade acquisition ever? Maybe. And if he keeps it up, he's the shoo-in for MVP. David Ortiz, back in 04-07 form, if not better. Jacoby Ellsbury, after last year spending most of it on the DL, he has exceeded expectations in the leadoff spot with power. And then there's pitching. Beckett has been incredible most of the time. Lester, outstanding most of the time. Wake, Aceves, they've been awesome most of the time. You catch my drift. Consistency has been the issue. In order to make it through the second half of this grueling season, it's just this simple. We are going to have to pitch better. We are going to have to be more consistent. If we can do that, well, I don't know what can stop us. We will have a good test this week against the Rays and against the Orioles. We should have plenty to talk about next time. Before we go, I do want to give a quick shout out to Kerry Collins. He announced his retirement from the NFL last week, and Kerry, it was an honor watching you play. I wish you could have stayed a Giant a little longer, but with everything you went through, you are truly a Giant among men. Thanks for the memories, and best of luck to you for whatever's next. Until next time, I'm Holly Mandillo, and I am A Fan Divided.